there friends! Well, many of you that have been with me for a while would probably remember last year about this time I did a quick little mini-series, wasn't maybe a series, but I just did a couple of quick videos on the topic of free indoor houseplants based on some things that you would just normally throw away. And so today I wanted to add a quick video to that because I really think it'll be fun. This one is going to be about mango trees. Many of us that buy mangoes, we're left with these little seeds from the insides of the mangoes and we just throw them away. But actually this mango seed can grow a whole new tree. So the way that you would get started with this is you would just take your mango seed, and there are different ways people do this. I've seen other people do it with a knife where they cut it open. But every time I tried that method, I always found that I would accidentally cut into the seed, or it felt dangerous. Like I felt like I was going to cut my finger, trying to keep it steady on the countertop and cut it into it with the knife. So I found a way that's a lot easier to do it. I just take this tool, my brother calls it a channel locks. I don't know. It's kind of like a big plier that, makes it so you can actually get to it from different angles. It has these little slip joints. You could probably just use a pair of pliers or whatever. I guess it depends on how big the seed is. And then I kind of go up and down the seed just a couple of times to kind of break it up a little bit, to kind of break open the seed outer casing. And then you have to be really careful. You don't want to squeeze it too hard. Otherwise you'll break the seed inside, which is what we're trying to get to. Now what you do is you just kind of peel open this hard outer shell, and inside you're going to see this little, it almost looks like a giant bean. You're going to see this like seed thing. And just like the other video I did, where you take it and you get it wet and you set it in the paper towel from the avocado video, we're going to do the same thing. Just take this little seed that we've taken outside of this hard casing, set it inside of your paper towel, get this wet, and then set it inside of a plastic bag. Now I just set this on the counter where I'm going to remember to keep it watered so it doesn't dry out for a little while. Sometimes it takes, a few weeks, sometimes it takes a month or more, but eventually what you're going to end up with is a little tree that sprouts from the seed. So I'm going to go ahead, this one's obviously ready. Once it has at least 2 or 3 new leaves, and a pretty good root system going, it's ready to pot up. So once it's sprouted and everything, I'm just going to take off the paper towel that I had that kept it wet. You can see it's got some pretty good roots down here. Be really careful not to break those. If you have any of the seed skin on the side, you can take that off at this point too, because if it goes below the soil, it's just going to end up rotting anyway. And now you're going to want to plant it sideways, just like it is like this. You don't want to put it, up and down or anything like that. So just nestle it right down in the soil, and then cover it up with just a little bit of soil, not too much. I would say bury it about 1 inch above where the seed goes. Kind of get it centered in the pot a little bit, break up some of the soil chunks. Alright, and then after I give it a few days, after I water this and I give it just a few quick days, to get used to it being potted up, you can move this to a sunny area. And then once it goes into the sunny area, it is going to grow like a weed. It'll grow really tall and bushy. It'll get lots and lots of leaves. And the leaves, as you can see, are really pretty. They have this glossy look to them. They kind of have this like greenish red tint to them, maybe even like a pinkish color to it. It's really pretty. These mango trees are really neat looking. And you're going to end up with a nice indoor house plant that you've gotten for free just from something you would normally throw away. And it's going to be so unique that many of your friends are going to look at it and be like, what is that? Because it just doesn't look like a normal house plant. So I really hope you found this video helpful. It's really easy to do. I know it sounds a little strange to use the tool to break it open, but it's actually really easy as long as you're just really careful with it, and everything. And it's totally worth it because the plant is just so pretty. So anyway, on a sort of unrelated note, based on the videos I did last year, I also did a video on pineapples, how you could grow a new indoor houseplant from a pineapple top. Well, I was just at the health food store not long ago, and they had these cute little pineapples. And I recognized it right away because I know that these little pineapples they sell in like garden catalogs and things. They sell these plants, mini pineapples, and the plants that they sell, like say from Gurney's, they sell for about $17 per plant. Well, at the health food store, from this pineapple, this little mini one, this sold for only $3. And since I know I can root the top of this to make it into a new indoor house plant, I thought I would just give you a quick heads up that if you would like to grow pineapples indoors, you can. And if you grow them from pineapple tops from a large pineapple, you can pot those up, and it takes about 3 to 4 years, depending on how much light you give it, before the pineapple actually becomes mature enough to grow a pineapple. But these mini ones only take about a year or two, depending on where you put it. You know, if you set it out in the summer, or if you bring it, you know, you leave it in your house all year, or if you keep it in a sunny window or whatnot. So depending on the light conditions, it only matures in a year or two. So you can grow a lot more pineapples, and then you just twist off the top and then reroot the new top, and then that one will grow a new pineapple. And then you twist off that top and you just keep the cycle going. So you buy one of these and then you can actually feasibly get many more pineapples if you keep the cycle going with the new tops. So anyway, I know this isn't totally related to the mango tree, but I thought I would just mention that if you want a cheaper way, because I'm always looking for cheaper ways to get things done. If you would like to grow pineapples indoors, you want a plant that's maybe a little more compact, unlike those large size ones, and you want your pineapples sooner, the health food stores sometimes apparently have these. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. We'll see you next time.